Ironwood Games. This is Andrew, and welcome back to our premiere draft. We just finished drafting this blue-green deck. We had some of everything. We took a couple of early lore hold picks and didn't see enough to put us in that direction. Let's find out how good this actually is. I don't have high hopes. I don't feel like we've got a consistent plan. I think I stayed open and found an open lane. I think Quandrix, Witherbloom were kind of open in our lane. But I haven't drafted either one of those enough. I think I've drafted each one of them once to really know on some of those choices which one, which card is the priority card or a better card, and especially when there's, 2 blues, 2 greens, and 2 blacks in a pack that are maybe all the same quality. If you know which ones go in which decks a little bit better or matter, that can help. Or, some combination of that. A good blue, a good black, and a good green, or 2 of one and 3 of another. So our opponent kept a hand of 7. I'd really like to keep this, just because it seems good, but without a blue, 2 of these cards are unplayable. We'd have to draw another land, and he doesn't actually do anything, so we're going to send it back. Yeah, we'll keep this, because we can bottom one of these forests. We don't need 4 lands in this. If my opponent's going first, we're on the draw. We're hoping to draw. We've got a fairly low curve, so we'll hope to draw into something low, which we didn't this turn, but we could still get a 2-drop next turn. We did have plenty of 2-drops. So let's see what my opponent's got here. A couple of islands. And nothing else. We got another 3-drop here. So we had plenty of 3-drops. We got stuff to do. Even if we don't draw another land, we've got things to do. So the thing about this excavated wall that's nice is these frost tricksters, they won't tap it down, but they fly over it. Oh, and there we get our 2-drop. Okay. Play a land. I don't know why I'm having trouble clicking through. So our opponent also missed a land drop, which is important to know. So we could Frost Trickster. I think I'd rather save these for a little bit. This 2/3 is going to be a little bit harder to deal with. If we Frost Trickster, even if he doesn't do anything, we can tap down the wall to get our troll in. And the troll threatens to be at least a little bit interesting. So there's an argument for playing Quandrix Apprentice first and saving some mana so that we can pop quiz next turn and then Biblioplex it back. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Our opponent missed 2 land drops now. Doesn't have an amazing board state. So here's where we're gonna pop quiz. Oops. Or we might wait and do that. So let's see. We've got 3. We've got 5. That's a 3. We can reveal one from our hand. So we're not going to do 2 things here anyways. So I think we're going to play our forest. We're going to pop quiz on our opponent's turn. just to get more information. Alright, here at the end of his turn, we're going to pop quiz. So, we're sending 3 things to the bottom, which is good to know, but those are all fine things to send to the bottom. Because we didn't get a land off of that, we could... Oh, yeah, we drew a land here. There's nothing terrible to deal with right now. Environmental Sciences lets us shuffle. I think I'm just going to get the Introduction to Prophecy. So if we need to, we can scry. Oops, I put my land down. So my opponent is stuck here on 2 lands, which may mean he has another color or 2 other colors in here that he's not drawing. We're going to play Biomathematician. And I think we're going to play Introduction to Prophecy, because we can. I'm going to put the curve on the bottom. Yeah, I think the curve can go on the bottom. We'll grab that Wormhole Serpent because it is a decent threat and it lets us attack. With the 2 blockers, we're not going to attack yet, but starting next turn, we can attack if he doesn't put down another blocker. At least get in a wide around his board. Let's see, yeah, it looks like he's playing green because he's had to discard that, and he decided he had enough of that. Which, I don't blame him. My condolences, I feel bad. It's never a fun game when you can't get the lands you need and be able to play things. I don't know what his hand looked like. I don't know his mulligan decision. Maybe he just needed a mulligan. Or maybe it was the right choice and he just didn't draw that 3rd land and could see the writing on the wall. I don't know that it was... I don't know what his hand was. I don't know that it was over. With him knowing his hand, he could have known that it was over. I was building a pretty wide board, but it was all pretty fragile and small, so... we're going to go into another game here. I don't love it, but at the same time I kind of do, because we can play Quandrix Campus tapped on 1, Soothsayer on turn 2, into any of these other cards on turn 3. And we've got a low curve. We're in a pretty good spot. Our opponent kept 7. Depending on what we draw and what we're feeling, I think we're either going to pop quiz or biomathematician. I want a biomathematician and just build the board out. Because pop quiz does give a little bit away a little bit more information. Of course, Honor Troll might be a better play, especially if he could be sitting on a counter of some sort or something. So let's see what happens if Honor Troll makes it. As this is 3 power, and this is only 2 power right now, I think it's a better. I think this is less important for our overall game plan, and I don't mind if it gets countered. Yeah. Along with the Frost Trickster being really good, and the Waterfall Aerialist. So I think our opponent was also thinking about that and trying to figure out, is that the card to counter? Here, is it... He could be, again, considering playing something versus trying to hold up counter spells versus... so his only option here is, I think, Pop Quiz. So yeah, we'll lose Pop Quiz. Okay. Which is bad. Gives him information. We could get that back. But unless we don't draw a land... if we draw a land, we'll play the 4-drop for sure. If we don't draw a land, yeah, we might have Pop Quizzed to do that, but... I think knowing his shields are down, and he might be trying to ramp into something bigger if he's playing Prismari Splash Black. Cyan Blood is good. Tome Shredder is good. He knows we have the Frost Trickster. And he just went for the Tome Shredder build right away anyways. Alright, so we're gonna go in for 4. Yeah, we're gonna play Biomathematician, and we're gonna go wide. If he attacks, we can double block. We have that option. Personally, if he attacks, I'm gonna just take 3, and we've got 4, 5, 6, 7 power on board to come back. This Waterfall Aerialist is going to do a lot of work in the air. I mean, that's 4 turns in the air that he's dead to anyways. Yeah, this is even fine. I'll let you have both of these. If you find a way to sack my Biomathematician, I'll be sad. But... so what was Baleful Misery? Yeah, and you got a wall, so your ward pays off. We'll take the 5, that's fine. Here's where we will play Frost Trickster, tapping down his wall. Attack with everybody to put him down to 5, and he's dead to my 5 in the air. If we draw a land, we can play Witherbloom Pledge Mage and then curate on a follow-up turn. Or if we don't draw a land, either we play what we drew or we can curate in hopes of finding a land. I think either way, we're in a fine spot here. This time he's going to have the mana to pay for the ward. So, fool him once. So we have 2. He blocks here, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm not sure that I understand that play. He's now dead to my attack. But we'll take it. And we see that ward effect is why, one of the reasons I do like that Waterfall Aerialist. I think ward is pretty strong. And the ward 2 is not insignificant. It's enough to, even though it's a 3-1, it makes even trying to pick it off a little bit harder. And if they don't have any flyers, then you're chipping in for 3 points of damage, and that can make a pretty good difference. So, I'm just going to go in. These 2 have been short. I'm going to go into another game here. Give you guys a good quality video. And we'll see what we get. So I don't love this hand because it doesn't have blue, but because of the emergent sequence, we can search out an island and kind of go off from there. We also have a chance of drawing. We're on the draw, so we have 2 draws to get an island. And so we've got options of what we can do. With the Reckless Amplimancer, we might play that and give ourselves another chance to draw blue. That is a really good card. Zamone is great. So now we're going to save our emergent sequence for at some point when we need something. Zamone is good. She lets you ramp. She plays well with like emergent sequence and other things. If our opponent can ramp up to 4 here, that's pretty impressive and gets there. We've got stuff to do. Next turn, I think we play the Spined Karok, just to be able to attack a little bit safer. The Quandrix Apprentice is interesting, but we're doing fine on mana, so I don't think it's important. I don't know if we want to attack and risk this block with 3 mana open. But I'm going to do it. I think Pump Spell or whatever we've got. Yeah, that's fine. It's, yeah, feels bad and is bad. But getting us this Spined Karok, we get rid of the trick now. Zamone is still a problem. Would have been a problem either way. Next turn, I want to play 2 drops. Unless I draw 4 for some reason. So the downside with this again is he will run out of cards. With ramping good, but then kind of run out of cards. Of course, Pop Quiz is a great card. So looks like he's got some counter play going on here. We'll see what that does. We'll play our island. Yeah, we'll play Reckless Amplimancer. It's possible this eats a counter. And I think I like it a little bit less than the Soothsayer. No attacks. And again, with the one game plan we do have with this deck is kind of trying to go wide and get around our opponent. So our opponent, hopefully our opponent drafted a lot of Fractal Summonings, or something to do with all this mana, some X spells or something, because otherwise I feel a little bad that they're not going to be in a great spot. We're definitely not trying to take a trick here and lose our board to a trick. We've got more stuff to do and we can go wide, and I don't mind taking 4, getting to hit back for some more in the future. Yeah, maybe it was fine. There's nothing we can do about that. I'd like to get this online. I think I will just play Emergent Sequence. Try and ramp out. No attacks. Keep our opponent in check here a little bit. We can play Kelpie Guide. If we get to 8, we can start tapping down their 1 creature as we go in. Yeah, the Defender is fine. Lets him gain life. Field Trip is fine. Yeah, Field Trip is not bad if you are solidly in either Witherbloom or Quandrix. I know in our draft we didn't take it, and the reason we didn't was early on, it's not as open a card as it would like it to be, right? If it was any colored land. Yeah, we're not blocking. We're going to take the hit, unfortunately. With this introduction to Annihilation, we know we're gonna get something killed. Here we're gonna tap down your thing, and then we're gonna go all in and try and even up the score a little bit here. It's very likely something gets annihilated. Something with flying very likely gets annihilated. Two, 3, 4, 5. Vortex Runner's good. Vortex Runner's going to end us pretty quickly. So we do have, and we are falling short here on not having some removal or some other things to do. It would be nice to get some way to do something. I'm going to chump here because we're going to lose very quickly if we take another hit of 4. And if I can draw a removal or some way to deal with Simone, then I'm only have to worry about 4 turns of Vortex Runner. Yeah, we're going to get annihilated. The emergent sequence is the only thing we have to put back on the top. This one may not go our way. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't do all of these things. We're going to put out the Waterfall Aerialist. And... oh, we do have this is technically a land. We could put out Kelpie Guide. Yeah, it'll replace that land. Kelpie Guide will let us start to tap down the Vortex Runner if we can block Simone. Yeah, which we will do. We will block Simone. Her ability to let you draw cards is late game is really good, so we need to be able to deal with this Vortex Runner now. Oh god, that's terrible. Serpentine Curve. 1 plus the total number, and yeah, we don't have, so it'll be a 2/2. I guess that's okay. We'll take what we can. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 1 more to tap the Vortex Runner down. So we're not going to attack. We're going to hold up blocks to eat the Karok Wrangler. Yeah, the Overgrown Arch is fine. I'm not worried about the life gain on that right now. As much as I am on the unblockability of the Vortex Runner. So yeah, 3 turns and we're dead. Our opponent, correctly, is just going to keep this Karok Wrangler up for blocks and with the unblockable. So we've got 2 more turns. I can untap a permanent I control. But then I'm still a little short to do that. Biblioplex would give us Serpentine Curve. Or we could play, I guess we could have done that earlier and put Emergent Sequence on the top. And then we'll have our 8th land, and we can use Kelpie Guide to tap down the Vortex Runner. And then swing in with the Biblioplex, so I guess... if we had seen that line last time, maybe we would have done that. That's all right. We're gonna also, because we can, we're gonna play the Honor Troll out. Might as well build our board as big as we can. We're gonna need it to tap down multiple things here. No attack, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Power on board. 14 when we get... if we got Honor Troll online, we're not going to get Honor Troll online. So we can do 10 if we use the Kelpie to... block. Yeah, putting the counters there makes sense. Yeah, and this is why I say that Vortex Runner is just so good. Late game, just not being able to have something be blocked is super powerful. And 3, it just eats up, so... So we're gonna do this. Yeah, if he's got the counter, then we're dead. I mean, we're very dead no matter what. If he can counter it, we're extra dead. So. I don't believe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't believe there's any way to pull this out. We needed our 8th land to be able to tap down the Vortex Runner to force him through actual creatures. And since he didn't, this is where I say the life gain wouldn't have bothered me because ultimately it still would win that race with the Biblioplex. Yeah, but he was holding on to the counter. Well played to do that. Yeah, okay. Hit me, take me down to -2. Very well played to my opponent. We just didn't deal with his threats in a timely manner. And yeah, that's okay. That Zimone is a very, very good card. Getting her out early can really help you get where you want to go. So we'll pause there. That's 3 games. We're at 2-1, so that's not too bad. Thanks for watching. Check out the next video to see the next couple of games. We'll see how many more we can win before we get our next 2 losses. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe for more, and feel free to comment on any thing I missed as far as misplays or lines that I didn't see so that we can improve. All right. Thanks, everyone.